Hello everyone and welcome to another historic video. So today we're going to be taking a look at a Yawgmoth Thran Physician deck. So it has been a really long time since I've covered a Yawgmoth deck, just because Yawgmoth hasn't been in the greatest spot, I will say. But I genuinely believe with the newest edition, with the Lord of the Rings set, Yawgmoth might be back. So let me explain why. So one of the hardest deck for this Yawgmoth deck to beat in Historic is the blue-white control deck. I genuinely think the matchup has become a lot better with the addition of Delighted Halfling and Orcish Bowmaster, since playing the Delighted Halfling means that now your Tyvar becomes uncounterable, which will generate value over time, and now you also have Yawgmoth, which is our essential combo piece, which would become uncounterable. So this is a really nice addition to the deck. And Orcish Bowmaster having Flash means that whenever they resolve a Teferi, they uptick, then you Orcish Bowmaster, you get an additional ping out of it, so that's 2 damage to Teferi, and then Orcish Bowmaster's army grows into a 2/2, so now you also have 3 damage going in to kill Teferi the following turn if they don't have any removal spell, so that should be pretty good. Aside from that, having access to Orcish Bowmaster in this deck now means that cards like Priest of the Forgotten Gods, Yawgmoth, and Tyvar all become better, because now you have Priest of the Forgotten Gods to sacrifice the 2 bodies the Orcish Bowmaster created, and you can Tyvar and then get back Orcish Bowmaster to get 2 bodies back, or you just use 2 bodies to be sacrificed to Yawgmoth too, that also works too. And the most important part is that Orcish Bowmaster is a 2-mana card, which means that if you Eldritch Evolution, you get a Yawgmoth, and you would still have a 1/1. So Orcish Bowmaster is an incredible card for this deck. And the last card that I want to talk about is the One Ring. So why is the One Ring in this deck? So that is because not only is this a draw engine, but it also fogs for a turn, which means that that would actually buy you the time to get the Yawgmoth. And because this is a legendary card, if you play it from Delighted Halfling, it's also uncounterable as well. So that's why I decided to try the 3 copies of it here. So having said that, I'm going to be jumping into some games in Historic Best of 3. Now, I will warn you that I haven't played with Yawgmoth in a long time, and Yawgmoth is a pretty difficult deck to play, so apologies if I misplay with the new cards and trying to remember how the Yawgmoth combo works and trying to set up Yawgmoth, but that will come in time. But hopefully, I don't make that many mistakes. And also talk a little bit about the sideboard at the end of the video, and let's hop on over. Okay, play first. Okay, so what do we see? Delighted Halfling to generate mana for Yawgmoth, Apatra. Okay. This is a hand. Oh my god. This is a freaking hand. One, two, three. It is actually a bit unfortunate that we have to play Llanowar Elf here. If this was if this Colony Garden was an untapped land, and then we go Hapatra here, oh my god, then we just set up for Yawgmoth next turn, and we would have just won instantly, right? Okay. So, there's a lot of things we can do here, I guess, but, I kind of don't want to play the Yawgmoth here. I don't know if that's kind of weird. Yeah, I kind of don't want to play Yawgmoth right now. I want to set up, because when I do play the Yawgmoth, I just want to like blow them out without giving them a chance of being able to get like Skyclave Apparition, right? Creatures with flying, you cast cost 1 less. Okay. Watcher of the Spheres? That's a thing, I guess. Okay, so do we have enough mana? 1, 2, 3. No, because we didn't draw a land, we can go Eldritch Evolution, fetch something, and then Yawgmoth. But, I mean, we can blow their entire board here. Each other angel you control enters the battlefield. So, I mean, at the very least, we should probably get rid of that. I'm gonna look for a land drop. Okay. Okay, so Canker Bloom and Haywire Might. And what else do we want? Do we want a Shaldred? Do we want a Shaldred? Probably not. Let's get 2 Fatal Pushes in, and then sideboard out Llanowar Elf. Actually, I'm gonna sideboard out the Lighted Halfling instead, just because they don't have a counterspell. And I think I'm gonna go down on Tyvars. I mean, although Llanowar Elf does give you double black. I mean, Delighted Halfling, so maybe you are supposed to play Delighted Halfling over the Llanowar Elf? Okay. Not a bad hand. Bishop of Wing. So let's say I go King Kerbloom. Then I can sacrifice a Canker Bloom for Yawgmoth. Maybe that's the play here. Yada. The One Ring. The one frickin' ring. So if I play the One Ring, I can potentially get a land drop next turn for Yawgmoth plus Eldritch Evolution. Actually, I can do it now. Let's just One Ring. What's the worst thing that could happen? Okay, so let's try to look for Yawgmoth if we can. Ooh, another One Ring. This is what I'm talking about. So we just keep setting up, right? We just keep setting up until we find the right pieces. So also, because we also found another Yawgmoth, it means that we can Eldritch Revolution, Evolution for like a different Yawgmoth. Or actually Hapatra, right? Hapatra. Actual gas. I mean, Righteous Valkyrie is a bit annoying. They're gaining a lot of life here. Can we do everything next turn, though? Probably not. Okay, so what I'm looking for is actually a Fatal Push. Do they have another Collected Company? Orcish Bowmaster. Okay, we have Yawgmoth. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have 6 mana. I mean, we can technically gain infinite life, but we need a 7 mana, right? Or another Eldritch Evolution here. Or Fatal Push. Kind of unfortunate. Three. No, we don't have enough mana. We don't have enough mana. Okay, I sequenced that wrong because I haven't played with the Yawgmoth too much. So I was actually supposed to sequence the Yawgmoth first. I mean, 19. Can we even win? Okay, so the problem with this is they have too much life and we have limited amount of card draw, right? So I feel like even if we stabilize here, like gain infinite life here, I don't think we're gonna be able to win because of our deck size. So I'm just going to go to next game. Let's have another Fatal Push, and instead of an Orcish Bowmaster, because the Orcish Bowmaster doesn't really do much in this matchup. Speaking of Orcish Bowmaster, it's actually not the worst hand, not the best hand either, but we can abuse the Priestess of Forgotten Gods here. It's actually very nice. Okay, thankfully, Shaper Sanctuary doesn't really do anything because they're gonna die to the full combo anyways. I do kind of just want to Orcish Bowmaster again. The reason why I'm doing this is I want to set up for Yawgmoth. So I can like Priest of Forgotten Gods, ramp into... Yeah. That's interesting. Don't they just lose if Orcish Bowmaster goes crazy? Because of the Shaper Sanctuary? Right? So right now, if I actually go Orcish Bowmaster and then ping the Skyclave Apparition, I get 2 additional triggers. Okay, that's pretty annoying. So I'm gonna let them draw 1 card. Whoa, they actually didn't do it. Okay, that's funny. I should have attacked with the 2-2 there. That's my bad. But this is over. This is over. I think we played that all right. Get rid of a Llanowar Elf, actually. Yeah, the thing is, opponent cannot actually draw. Funny thing is, they can't draw because of Orcish Bowmaster. They're gonna die faster. That is hilarious, by the way. That is absolutely hilarious. That is so funny. Shaper Sanctuary confirmed bad card, guys. Shaper Sanctuary confirmed bad card. I could. I'm gonna just draw until I have like a dual land, maybe. So I have Fatal Push Up. Okay, I did find it, but I'm kind of committed now. Looks like they have another, maybe, collect the company. Oh my god, this orc. Orcish Bowmaster. Yes. Wait, aren't they just dead? They're at 1. We're gonna decline, and I'm going to play this at black. I'm gonna get rid of this one. I'll get rid of Takanuma. So now we have a fatal push. Amazing. Amazing. Oh my god, I love this deck. Loris of the Dream Den. Sure. Easy turn 1 0/1 creature. Okay, looks like they are playing artifacts. At the beginning of the combat, if you control artifact, it gets +2 and +1 until the end of the turn. Okay, so I'm actually just... Okay, I should have played the Hive, by the way. I didn't even see this. Yeah, I will play the Priest here, since next turn we can go Bowmaster. This is why Bowmaster is so good in this deck. It makes Priest of the Forgotten Gods so freaking... Okay, never mind. I was about to say Priest of the Forgotten Gods would be pretty good. So we're actually really close to combo. We are actually really close to combo. I think we'll pass here with the Bowmaster up. Okay, we now see their true color. Really? That's a bit excessive. Wait, that's a bit excessive. Another Bowmaster. Pretty good. Okay, let's Prosperous Innkeeper and pass a turn. Orcish Bowmaster is so freaking good, by the way. Like, why is this so good? It's so freaking good. It's insane. I'm gonna run out the Yawgmoth. Oh, like, they could have another portable hole, but I think this is fine. Use up some mana. They didn't equip the Shadow Spear. Wow. Okay. Do I Orcish Bowmaster? I think I'm gonna save it actually. That is gas, by the way. Like, that's so insane. That is so insane. Like, look, we have 2 damage with Orcish Bowmaster and Yawgmoth. So what are they gonna do? Tap any number of untapped artifacts you control. They have 3 untapped artifacts. Let's actually put it on here. This is insane. This is insane! Yawgmoth is back? And I have the 1 ring next turn. I can just chill. Yeah, this is a free fog and you get to draw a card. This is insane. So look, it's gonna get to Yodia this turn, but I'm just going to fog. Fogged, by the way. Yeah, attack me with 4/4. This is so insane. So, opponent actually does know the combo, it seems, because they tried to kill the young wolf so that it got a counter, right? Another 1 ring. This is insane. Because more turns Yawgmoth deck can buy, and to get to the combo, the better it is, right? Actually insane. Boop. They actually can't play the game. They can't play the game. So they actually have to sacrifice now. Okay, that's cute. That's also cute. This is insane. This is insane. This is so fun. I'm having the time of my life. Okay, why wouldn't it tap this thing? Okay, I'm pretty mad. Okay, it didn't matter. Okay, it didn't matter because I'm about to take 2 damage.
Your story's not finished.
That is so fun. I probably missed lethal somehow, but it doesn't matter. We're at 17. They're at 1. That's what I call destruction. Oh my god. Okay, this matchup... Gonna cut Eldritch Evolution, cut a copy of the Ring, Cankerbloom, and Haywire. I kinda want 2 Fatal Push because, I mean... Yeah, I don't want to die, so let's have some Fatal Push. Let's get rid of a Tyvar. Let's try something like that. Do we want a Phyrexian Revoker to stop their Retrofitter? But that's like the only thing I can stop, right? Okay, I want a Shaldra instead of a One Ring. Actually, I'm not even sure about like sideboarding out One Ring because it's so good versus... It's kind of good versus an aggro deck that's not a burn deck. Ooh. Okay, Orcish Bowmaster. Low-key freaking amazing versus them. Oh my god. Okay, they all showed up because I praised them. No Ornithopter. One time. One time. Nice. Nice. Goodbye. It's so good. Like... Okay. Is it just me, or... Orcish Bowmaster literally just destroys? Affinity deck. Esper Sentinel? Ingenious Smith? There are 1/1s from the Retrofitter? Okay, that's a pretty lucky draw. I mean, they might have already had it, but... Probably get rid of Retrofitter, right? Also, Tyvar plus Cankerbloom. Yes, kill the 2/2. Okay. Another Yodia? Okay, that could go kind of hard. Okay, opponent has another one? That's cheating? Okay. I'm kind of hoping we draw Yawgmoth. Okay, so how did this happen? How did this happen here? So opponent drew 2 retrofitters. And then they drew double Yodia War. Oh no, stop! Stop! What is this? My god! Okay, my opponent is actually just cheating.
Let's see what this hex gold can do. We're in this together.
Okay, I think Priest of Forgotten Gods is actually really good here. Because I can chump block and destroy stuff. And I need the Fatal Push for Loris, so... Yeah, I mean, this is not good. This ain't looking good. Oh my god. Their top decks are insane. Actually insane. Okay, we got Yawgmoth, but it's a bit late, right? Is it? Oh, man.
Show them what you're made of.
I mean, to be fair, our life total is actually relatively healthy still. So they can kill Yawgmoth. No matter what I do, I think they can just kill Yawgmoth, right? Not looking good. I'm actually so happy they're doing this.
What a grand fight!
That's a human. So we're gonna take 8 damage. Oh my god. Oh my god. Stop. Yeah, I mean, we're just dead. Oh my god. They just couldn't draw land. The land they found was from Ingenious Smith. My god. That was relentless. That was like 3 Yodia's War, 3 Retrofitters. Crazy. I mean, to be fair, Yawgmoth did come too late. And their top decks were pretty insane. Oh my god. Oh my god, man. Yeah, I'm gonna see what they play, because they could have like another retrofitter. So we need to find Yawgmoth deck.
Whoever slays the most fireworks, it's not a victory without you.
Nice. No Yawgmoth there, so one step closer to Yawgmoth. Hushbringer.
You've got this.
Okay, a little bit annoying. But definitely not the end of the world. As soon as we get Yawgmoth or Fatal Push, we should be good. Michiko. Tyvar's dead, sure. Not attacking with the 4/4 is kind of weird too, though.
Let's clash again soon.
Ooh, more lands. Okay, so cards we can get are Eldritch Revolution, Yawgmoth. So that's 7 cards. That just wins us the game. The One Ring could be good too. The One Ring could be good too. I'll take a One Ring. More lands. Yikes. Actual yikes. I am struggling over here. I am actually struggling. It would be a shame if we lose this one, though. I think it'd be a real shame. Because this should be an incredible matchup. Blood Artist. That doesn't do it. Maybe it was a mulligan. Should I have mulliganed this hand for a Yawgmoth? Because as soon as Yawgmoth comes down, they can't win the game, right? So maybe I was supposed to play Yawgmoth, right? A mulligan for Yawgmoth, or maybe Eldritch Evolution? Or maybe it's because of my sideboarding. I didn't sideboard right. Maybe I shouldn't have sideboarded out the one ring, right? I could have found the Yawgmoth in time. Okay. I think I want to set up for Bowmaster here.
Let's dive right into battle.
And I wanna... do I wanna draw? I think it's actually better to ramp into Yawgmoth.
I love to make a splash.
Nice. Okay, so we can sacrifice. So we have 5 mana, huh? Okay, I think I want to set up for Yawgmoth next turn. And hopefully we can go off here. Okay, gas.
Let's get moving.
Okay, so we have the Yawgmoth down. And they surrender. Yeah, I mean, this should be really good matchup. Okay, I said that last game too, and then we got flooded to death. And never drew Yawgmoth, so... Okay, One Ring has to be bad. Because of Karn. Thoughtseize? Thoughtseize instead? Thoughtseize... Phyrexian Revoker... 4 Planeswalkers... I think that's it. Minus Tyvar. Okay, Thoughtseize, Yawgmoth. So, I mean, it's not bad, but it's not good either, I think. Okay, we got Yawgmoth, so that, my friend, looks to be a disaster. So I'm gonna get rid of that. I was gonna say hopefully they never draw green source and then they just drew it. So GG's, I guess. I mean, like, to be fair, like, there was no winning thought seizing there. No matter what we did, the thought seeds didn't matter, right? The thought seeds actually didn't matter.
I will not stop.
Man. Unfortunate. Pithing Needle. I didn't board in any, like... I have one Besage, that's it, but... I think we can still win with Priest of the Forgotten Gods, but... It looks tough right now. It looks to be incredibly tough at the moment. I think we can keep playing this, but I think it's just too late. Their start was too good. We didn't see a single Orcish Bowmasters, and our Thoughtseize was wasted because all three of their cards were kind of game winning. I'll get rid of a Canker Bloom. I'll go something like this. That is what I'm talking about. Orcish Bowmaster. Get rid of that. So we're gonna go with Priest first, since they'd have to top deck a 3-mana card. Otherwise, it's just Elvish Mystics. A lot of Elvish Mystics. Ooh. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. There we go. Finally, some good food. Okay, so we went 3-1. The only loss was versus the Affinity deck, which was incredibly unfortunate. Like, it should be so good. After playing just first game, I already know the matchup is really good. What makes that matchup insane is because Orcish Bowmaster, right, does 1 damage to any creature. They have a lot of 1 health creatures. They have the Esper Sentinel, they have the 2-mana 1/1, and even then, if it's like a 2 health creature, right, you ping it, then you sacrifice it to the Yawgmoth, then you can get rid of it. Like, this is so insane. I freaking love it. But unfortunately, the last 2 games, Yawgmoth in game 2 just came a little bit too late, and then the last game Yawgmoth never came out. So I do think the reason why I may have lost is because I sideboarded out some Eldritch, a copy of Eldritch Revolution, and I did sideboard out the One Ring, 3 copies of it, 2 copies of it, I think. So maybe that's the reason why the deck didn't feel as smooth. Maybe you're not supposed to sideboard out the One Ring at all. Every time I play One Ring, like, it just fascinates me how good it is. So maybe I'm not supposed to sideboard out One Ring. So, but what makes this so incredible, other than Orcish Bowmaster, Yawgmoth combo with the One Ring just kind of buying time to draw into Yawgmoth, is again, Orcish Bowmaster. Orcish Bowmaster generates 2 bodies. So what's really good with 2 bodies? Priest of the Forgotten Gods. I just love the fact that even without Yawgmoth, Priest of the Forgotten Gods can, like, get there. The damage does add up, and especially with Tyvar and Priest of the Forgotten Gods letting you sacrifice immediately, or you can minus and then get back Orcish Bowmaster. It's just so sick. And other than that, against a mono green seems incredibly powerful too, because they play a lot of 1/1s. I think they even play 12 copies of Mana Dorks now. It's either 10 or 12 copies. Having Orcish Bowmaster early is just a game-winning line, and you bring Thoughtseizes to get rid of Karns or like Kiora and stuff, and then get the Orcish Bowmaster down. If Orcish Bowmaster is again on the battlefield and they have Kiora, it's going to start pinging everything, right? So if you have not tried Yawgmoth with Orcish Bowmaster, Priest of Forgotten Gods, try this combo out. Maybe not exactly this list, but you should definitely try Orcish Bowmaster at the very least. Maybe not Priest of Forgotten Gods, but I just think Priest of Forgotten Gods is pretty good right now with Orcish Bowmaster. It does take away some creatures early for Yawgmoth, but just the sheer amount of creature generation this deck has now with Orcish Bowmaster, I think Priest of Forgotten Gods got a huge boost. So yeah, I think Yawgmoth might be finally playable, especially now, right? The deck is not as bad as it was before versus a control deck because you have Orcish Bowmaster to flash. You also have Delighted Halfling so that your Yawgmoth and the One Ring Tyvar doesn't get countered. So maybe. Okay, so Delighted Halfling and Tyvar doesn't go well together, but I think you still play 4 copies of Delighted Halfling and 2 copies of Llanowar Elf. Obviously, Tyvar plus Llanowar Elf is better. I think you still play Delighted Halfling just because of the fact that your spells can't be countered. But yeah, that's me testing out the One Ring, Delighted Halfling, Orcish Bowmaster in a Yawgmoth shell, and I think Yawgmoth seems a lot better. Definitely a lot better. But just expect to bring Haywire Might, 2 copies of Cankerbloom in every matchup, because if Yawgmoth does get shut down, you're probably gonna lose. You do have Priest of Forgotten Gods, like in that game versus Mono Green. If I had Priest of the Forgotten Gods, maybe I would have stayed. But I didn't think I needed Haywire Might or Cankerbloom versus a Mono Green, just because their cards come from the sideboard, but it doesn't make sense to just bring them. Just as like a safety net, you always want to bring these copies. But I think the sideboarding is pretty easy. You just cut some Tyvars or some Eldritch Evolution or some One Ring for any of these cards. Maybe against like a control deck, you want to get rid of Llanowar Elf too. You want to bring 3 copies of Fatal Push versus any creature decks, 3 copies of Thoughtseize versus Mono Green. I wouldn't bring Fatal Push versus a Mono Green deck just because you have Priest of Forgotten Gods, you have Orcish Bowmaster, and if you do ramp into Yawgmoth, you just naturally win. And you want to always bring 1 copy of Haywire Might and 2 copies of Cankerbloom. Get rid of their artifact and enchantments for your Yawgmoth hate. And a copy of Stone of Eric versus Mirror Match, Samwise Gamgee decks, and Gaia's Blessing versus Kethis decks. And you have a copy of Scavenging Ooze as your Graveyard Hate, and a copy of Phyrexian Revoker. This doesn't actually have to be a Phyrexian Revoker. You could play a Pithing Needle instead, but the reason why Phyrexian Revoker is in this deck is because you can find it with Tyvar. If you -2 and then if you see a Phyrexian Revoker, then you can grab it. And then you have a copy of Unlicensed Hearse for additional Graveyard Hate, and a copy of Sheoldred versus Mono Green since they draw a lot, or other burn decks. But that is going to be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video so far, and if you did, as always, leave a like, comment below, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye bye.